What is up today, guys? Back again with another video. Today, I'm looking at the Fable article that recently came out a couple days ago from Bound Into Comics. Pretty good website. I enjoy looking at them. So, this article is explaining why they took out the morality in Fable. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't played Fable or if you don't remember, in Fable, you can either do good things, evil things, right? So if you go in the good route, the world kind of changes, people act differently with you, and your appearance changes. So you will start to kind of look angelic, brighter, happier. You have like a halo over your head. People are nicer to you. The kids are running to you. They're happy to see you. Everyone's joyful. And well, the other way is evil, right? So you've been killing innocent people. You've been stealing. You got caught stealing. And there's a meter, like a meter of some sort, that goes up or down in which way you're going morality. With the evil side, you start to grow horns, you start to look darker, your eyes are turning red, I think. So you are obviously an evil person, and people are going to react to it. They run away from you, they start screaming, they spit on you, different things like that. And then you can decide what you want to do in the game, RPG. So in this article, it's saying that pretty much they wanted to take this out of the game for some reason, the people that made it. And I've kind of talked about this. Actually, I didn't bring this up in my other Fable video. I guess I was like really excited for the game. They were letting you create your own character, so I might have missed it. But they're not letting you do that in this game. You can go different ways, but your appearance isn't going to change. So let's dive into it. Again, this is from Bounding Into Comics. So this guy's talking about, let's see here. So looking through this article, it says right here, the rest said, in providing a fresh example of new owners fundamentally misunderstanding the appeal of an IP, they're attempting to reboot. The good old reboot. We talked about that, remasters, remakes, and the reboots. So, Ralph Fulton has confirmed that Fable's franchise signature mechanic allowance of a player's moral choices to affect their appearance will not be present in their upcoming reboot due to an apparent clash with the game's new approach to the concept of good and evil. Blah, blah, blah. I think, whatever. So they goes on to the article, reading all this. I think in Fable, it's one of the biggest things in Fable. It's your appearance changing when you're going from good or going to evil. It's kind of a big thing in Fable. All three Fable games had it. It was really fun to see your appearance change and how people reacted to it. He says, however, what did raise eyebrows was Fulton's response, which why they took it out. That sort of character morphing feature, obviously a really central part of the original games. It's not in ours. So again, the reboot, Fable, but they don't want to stick with what Fable kind of is. Or mostly is. And I'll tell you why. Okay, great. There's probably a couple of reasons. One, I guess it's about the high level of principle I was talking about, that there is no objective good and evil. So they're saying, okay, so it's not just evil and not just good. You kind of go down the middle and little tweaks here and there. Yeah, morality based, whatever. They don't want to say that you're going to be strictly evil, strictly good. Yeah, whatever. And the original games were predicated on there being an objective good and an objective evil. Yeah, that's kind of what it was. And you were somewhere along that scale, and that's what determined how your appearance changed. Yes, but for us, that doesn't really work. Why is that? The way I described our morality system working, you're never that thing, absolutely. Why not? I don't know. You're different things to different people based on what they like or what they choose to value. So I guess like if you go towards a bandit and they see that you're doing evil things, they're going to like you. And if you go towards people that like good things and you're a good person, they're going to like you. I guess that kind of makes sense, but whatever. So that's one reason, quote, that's one reason that it didn't work. Well, he goes on to say, you know, there's another reason, which is in our game, you build reputation based on the settlement, the town, the city you're in, and the part of the world that you're in. But when you go to a new place, a place you've never been to before, you walk in without any reputation, and thus nobody knows what to think about you. Aw, they can't judge you. Woo. You're evil. They should already know it by the character that you're creating. But they don't know you're evil. They don't want to judge you. Okay, great. And you can almost, through your behavior, through your choices, form completely different reputations, a completely different identity. Okay, maybe I'm being a little harsh. Maybe. I can understand that, you know, if they're going to a different location, your character's going to a different location, that those people want to have you're going to have a new reputation with those guys. They're not going to see that you're evil or see that you're good. They're not going to know who you are. I can kind of understand that. I can kind of see the change. All right. And you can do that across all the locations in the game. So it's like a new slate everywhere you go. Which you would think that the towns would be telling people, hey, man, this guy with horns, yeah, he's evil. He's a jerk. Or, hey, this person's really, really nice, really good person. He'll do anything for you. He'll do the missions for you. You know, it would be cool to carry that reputation to where you go. Kind of like Skyrim. And kind of like the Elder Scrolls games. Now you couldn't do that if you walked in with the horns and a trident. Yeah, we know that. So they're saying that if you walked around with horns and a trident, then everyone would automatically know that you're evil. Your reputation would precede you in that instance. And honestly, that ability to be completely in control of your identity and thus what people think of you felt more important to us than the legacy feature. Yes, it was a very big legacy feature. It was one of the biggest features in the game. So it worked great in those games. It didn't seem to fit in ours, so we don't have it. Okay, well, that's really it. So, all right, well, it's kind of disappointing. I kind of understand where they're coming from, but it still sucks. It still sucks that you're not going to have that legacy feature that we always had in Fable, you know. But I guess nothing stays the same. Things change. It's not a big change. It's not a change that's really going to upset me. There's some really stupid changes out there that would upset me, but this one, after reading more of it, it's not too bad. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see how the game comes out. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more videos. And I'm out. Bye.